and changemakers? How do we invest in our shared future to solve the challenges we face today as a divided society? Now, as a dad, this has me constantly looking for solutions. And as a man who was born into a life of service, I recognize that with power and a platform comes huge responsibility.
The energy at the New York Upfront Summit was electric. A palpable buzz filled the air. Once again, Prince Harry has done what he does best: shown up, spoken sense, and sent an entire section of the internet into absolute meltdown. The media is spinning, the derangers are seething, and Twitter, well, it's somewhere between a nervous breakdown and a full-on identity crisis. Why? Because Harry dared to step onto a stage at the Upfront Summit, a prestigious venture capital event in Los Angeles, and say something thoughtful, intelligent, and, brace yourselves, actually useful. While some people spend their days screaming into the void about his every move, Harry is busy talking about leadership, responsibility, and investing in solutions that actually make the world better. And that, my friends, is apparently unforgivable. He was there to challenge the very foundation of the tech industry and its impact on society. His words carried weight, urging the audience to reflect deeply. Harry, with his signature blend of charisma and conviction, held the stage captive. His presence was magnetic, drawing everyone in. He spoke not as a prince, but as a concerned citizen, a father, and a passionate advocate for a better future. His words were personal, heartfelt, and deeply resonant. His words resonated with a raw honesty, cutting through the polished veneer of corporate jargon and self-congratulatory pats on the back. It was a moment of genuine connection. This wasn't a sales pitch. This was a call to action, a plea for change, for responsibility, and for a collective effort to shape a better world. Harry's speech wasn't about throwing money at problems. It was about fundamentally changing the way we think about progress, about reimagining our priorities and values. He challenged the assembled leaders to look beyond quarterly profits and shareholder value, to see the bigger picture and the long-term impact of their decisions, urging them to consider the social and moral implications of their creations, to think about the lives they touch and the communities they affect. What good is a world brimming with technological marvels, he questioned, if it comes at the cost of our humanity, our connections, our very well-being? Are we truly advancing if we lose sight of what makes us human? He spoke of a future where technology serves humanity, not the other way around, where innovation is driven by compassion and empathy. A future where innovation is measured not just by its profitability, but by its contribution to a more just and equitable society, where every advancement brings us closer together. This wasn't about philanthropy, it was about accountability, about building a better world for generations to come, about taking responsibility for the future we are shaping. His message was clear. The time for empty promises and self-serving rhetoric is over. The era of genuine, impactful action must begin. The time for action is now. It is a call to every leader, every innovator, to rise to the occasion and make a real difference. The heart of Harry's message lay in his unwavering belief in preventive action. He challenged the reactive approach often employed by tech giants, where problems are addressed only after they've spiraled into full-blown crises. We can't keep playing catch-up with the consequences of unchecked technological advancement, he asserted. He called for a paradigm shift, urging leaders to prioritize ethical considerations and societal well-being from the outset. He spoke passionately about the need for responsible design, for algorithms that uplift rather than exploit, and for platforms that foster connection rather than division. Investing in robust digital safety measures, promoting media literacy, and tackling online harms before they escalate. These were the pillars of Harry's vision for a safer, more humane digital world. Section 4. Digital Childhood, Real Consequences. One of the most poignant moments of Harry's speech was his heartfelt plea for the protection of children in the digital age. As a father himself, the issue clearly struck a deep chord. He spoke with raw emotion about the insidious nature of online harms, from cyberbullying and predatory behavior to the erosion of privacy and the spread of misinformation. We are handing our children a world saturated with technology, he cautioned, without fully understanding the long-term consequences. He implored the industry leaders to view digital safety as a fundamental right, not an afterthought. He called for greater transparency, stricter regulations, and a collective responsibility to safeguard the most vulnerable users from the dark side of the digital world. Section 5. The backlash of blind opinions. As expected, Harry's message wasn't universally well received. Predictably, a chorus of criticism erupted from certain corners of the media and the online world. He was labelled as out of touch, accused of hypocrisy, and chastised for daring to challenge an industry that in their eyes could do no wrong. Some scoffed at his privileged position, conveniently ignoring his own experiences with the harmful effects of unchecked media intrusion. But these dissenting voices, fueled by cynicism and a resistance to change, failed to drown out the impact of Harry's words. The truth is, his message resonated deeply with many within the industry itself. Forward-thinking leaders, already grappling with the ethical dilemmas posed by technological advancement, found common ground with his call for responsible innovation. Section 6. A legacy forged in action. It's important to remember that Prince Harry's commitment to social change isn't a recent phenomenon. It's woven into the fabric of his life, from his military service to his tireless advocacy for mental health awareness and his dedication to supporting vulnerable communities worldwide. His appearance at the Upfront Summit wasn't a publicity stunt. It was a continuation of his lifelong mission to make a tangible difference in the world. His words at the summit weren't meant to be comfortable. They were meant to challenge, to provoke, to ignite a sense of urgency. And in doing so, he once again proved that true leadership isn't defined by titles or lineage, but by a willingness to speak truth to power, to stand up for what is right, and to fight for a better future. Section 7. Beyond titles, towards impact. Prince Harry's presence at the Upfront Summit was a powerful reminder that meaningful change often arises from unexpected places. His participation highlighted the importance of using one's platform for the greater good, regardless of one's background or title. He transcended the confines of his royal status, emerging as a potent voice for a more responsible and humane digital age. His speeches and interactions at the summit showcased his dedication to addressing critical issues like mental health, online safety, and social justice. While detractors may cling to outdated notions of tradition and hierarchy, Harry's actions demonstrate that true leadership lies in action, in courage, and in an unwavering commitment to leaving the world a better place than we found it. His advocacy work challenges the status quo and inspires others to think beyond conventional boundaries. He may no longer be a working royal bound by protocol, but Prince Harry's influence and impact on the world stage are undeniable. His efforts in various humanitarian causes have garnered global attention and respect. He has found his own path, one paved with purpose and driven by a deep-seated desire to create positive, lasting change. His commitment to service and philanthropy is evident in every initiative he undertakes, and that, in the end, is a legacy far more powerful than any title. It is a testament to the impact one can have when driven by genuine passion and a vision for a better world.